I'm Annie. We are going to read a book together today. Please make sure to follow my pencil as we read because I'm going to be tracing along every single word and every single sound that we read. And the more you practice that, the connection between the words and the sounds that the letter patterns make will get quicker and easier. And the more you do that, you'll be able to start reading cooler and cooler books all by yourself. So today's book is called The Perfect Birthday Recipe. That's a hard word, recipe. And it's by Katy, Hudson. All right, let's see what this is all about. There it is again. The Perfect Birthday Recipe. All right. Whoever this is looks extremely like they plan a lot, and maybe they're very organized. All right. Beaver had always liked everything to be done properly. It says viewpoint. So they're all, look at all these okay, here's Beaver, there's a squirrel, there's a rabbit, there's a little baby bird, there's a turtle. They're all painting beautiful pictures of the viewpoint. Lovely. Every project he took on was done carefully, thoughtfully, and as Beaver saw it, perfectly. Beaver's birthday was the following day, and his latest project had taken some time to plan. It would have a chocolate layer, a carrot layer, a strawberry layer, another chocolate layer, chocolate swirls, caramel, frosting, sprinkles, and lots of candles. It would be the perfect birthday cake. He is really planning this. This says Project Cake. It's incredible, said Tortoise the next day. It's ever so big, tweeted Bird. Will you have enough time to make it all by yourself? Of course not. We'll all help, offered Rabbit brightly. Beaver has very good friends who want to help him make the perfect birthday recipe. This says, let's see, special secret ingredient, chocolate cake layer, strawberry cake layer, carrot cake layer. You can never have too many sprinkles, twirly chocolate, chunks, maybe this says chunks of chocolate, extra sweetie decorations. Tons of planning for this, really intense cake. Actually, I have a very specific recipe, started Beaver. Brilliant, interrupted Rabbit. It will be so much fun to do it together, and for your birthday too. But Beaver had planned his cake very carefully. What if his friends didn't read his recipe properly? As it turns out, Beaver was right to have concerns. On the recipe, 2 carrots looked like 200 carrots to Rabbit. Too many carrots, cried Beaver. This is an awful lot of carrots. Oops, said Rabbit. The carrot cake layer was ruined. Because carrots like rabbits. Carrots don't like rabbits. Rabbits like carrots, though. Squirrel could fetch ingredients faster than Beaver could read them out. However, she was too fast at getting them in the mixing bowl. Is that everything? Squirrel asked brightly. Grumbled Beaver. She's making a bit of a mess. Tortoise worked carefully and slowly. Maybe a little too slowly. Tortoise, it's dripping everywhere, panicked Beaver. This will never do. Bird felt it was only right to add her family's secret ingredient to the chocolate layers. This is worms. Ah! What have you done? Cried Beaver. The secret ingredient is marshmallows. Secret ingredient should not be worms, unless you're a bird. But if you're not a bird, you might not want worms. As the last candle was lit, Beaver's friends happily cheered their work. What a perfect cake for you, clapped Squirrel. It took all day, but it was worth it, said Rabbit. Happy birthday! Maybe not the cutest cake I've ever seen, but they did it with love. And that was when Beaver snapped. This is the ugliest, most disgusting cake I have ever seen, he yelled. None of you followed my very clear recipe. You used up all my ingredients, and it took you all day. I will have to start all over again. Alone. While his friends slept, Beaver worked. He whisked and he stirred. He balanced and he spread. He twirled and he decorated until finally there it was. His perfect birthday cake. Perfectly baked, perfectly iced, and perfectly balanced. It is beautiful. And yet, it was not perfect at all. He looked around the empty picnic blanket and sniffed away a sob. Then another and another and another sob until he couldn't stop. Why do you think he's sad? He made his perfect cake. Everything is exactly the way he wanted it, right? He was very specific in how he wanted it, and now he's getting what he wants. So why is he so sad? Why do you think? I see a lot of plates here and like birthday hats, but I don't see anyone there with him. His poor friends couldn't sleep through all the sobbing. I missed my entire birthday trying to make everything perfect, and nothing is perfect at all, Beaver said. My friends didn't even show up to my party. Only because we were sleeping. It is the middle of the night, comforted Rabbit. Now come on, off to bed. These little guys are enjoying it. The following day, Beaver's friends threw him a party. The decorations were wonky. The lemonade was sour. And the cake was stale, with the odd pickled worm in it. It was not at all what Beaver had planned, but it was the best birthday he had ever had. It was, in fact, perfect. Happy birthday, Beaver. So this says the perfect birthday recipe amended, which means like we're going to go back and maybe make some changes. So you can never have too many carrots, chocolate cake layer, special secret ingredient, can be pickled worms for added flavor, dripping chocolate instead of twirly chocolate, chunks of chocolate. Alternative icing technique can be used here, also known as the tortoise slow drip. The perfect birthday cake must be eaten with the very best of friends. Isn't that sweet? That's a sweet book. I like that a lot. If you liked this book, you should get your own copy. You can get a copy at your library, or I'll have links below and you can get your own. And you can get a clicky pencil like this one. Get all the lead out. Have a grown-up help you take all the lead out so you don't want to draw on your book. And then you can follow along just like I do and really make sure. And you saw at the end, I went ahead with my eyeballs before my mouth got up. And it's good. I was going to say, in fact, it was perfect. But that's not the way it was written. It was, in fact, perfect. And by using your pencil, you can really make sure that you're reading every single word that you're looking at. And it helps you to really look at chunks of words too, and the chunks of the sounds. So get this book, enjoy it, so you don't have to hear me yapping away while you're trying to read it again. And I think the lesson in here is, it's okay if you want things a certain way, but sometimes it's good just to have company, because having your friends and your family around maybe is more important than having things exactly the way you want. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. Enjoy it. And I will see you very soon.